Have you ever found yourself feeling just a little weaker than you used to? Maybe things that were once easy, like carrying groceries or climbing stairs, feel a bit more challenging now? Perhaps you notice your energy levels aren't quite what they were, and you feel tired more quickly? It's a common experience as we get older, and it can sometimes feel like an inevitable part of aging. But I want to tell you something important right from the start. Losing muscle mass and strength doesn't have to be a steep decline. There are things you can do, simple, practical things, to help keep your muscles strong and your body feeling capable and energetic for years to come. Before we dive in, I'd love to hear from you. Are you experiencing some of these changes? What are your biggest health concerns or goals right now? Let me know in the comments below by typing Health Insights for Seniors and sharing your name and country. We're building a community here, and your input helps us create content that truly supports you on your health journey. We're here to help you feel healthier every single day. In this video, we're going to talk about a specific, powerful way to address that feeling of declining strength and energy. We're going to focus on stopping something called sarcopenia. That's the fancy medical term for age-related muscle loss. It sounds a bit intimidating, but understanding it is the first step to tackling it. And the good news is, one of the most effective tools we have against it is something we can easily incorporate into our daily lives: protein. Specifically, we'll look at adding some of the top protein sources to your diet that can make a real difference, quickly helping you preserve and even build muscle mass. It's not about becoming a bodybuilder. It's about maintaining your independence, keeping your energy up, and continuing to enjoy the activities you love without feeling limited by your strength. So, let's start by understanding why muscle is so important as we age, and why losing it can have such a big impact. Think of your muscles not just as what helps you move, but as essential engines for your body. They burn calories, they help regulate blood sugar, they support your joints, and they're crucial for balance and preventing falls. When we lose muscle mass, which naturally starts to happen gradually after middle age if we don't actively work to keep it, all these functions can be affected. You might feel weaker, yes, but you might also notice you get tired more easily, your metabolism slows down, and your risk of falls increases. Sarcopenia isn't just about physical strength. It impacts your overall vitality and quality of life. The key is that while some decline is natural, significant, debilitating muscle loss is often preventable and even reversible to a degree. And that's where protein comes in. Protein is the fundamental building block of muscle tissue. Our bodies constantly break down and rebuild muscle fibers. As we get older, this process becomes a little less efficient. Our bodies don't build muscle quite as readily, and the signal to build muscle from protein isn't as strong as it used to be. This is often referred to as anabolic resistance. This means that older adults often need more protein than younger adults to maintain the same level of muscle mass. Simply eating the same amount you always have might not be enough to counteract the natural age-related changes. We need to be more intentional about getting enough protein, and not just any protein but high-quality protein that our bodies can easily absorb and use to repair and build muscle. Now, when we talk about adding protein to stop sarcopenia quickly, we're focusing on sources that are particularly effective for older adults. This often means sources that are rich in essential amino acids, especially leucine, which is a key trigger for muscle protein synthesis. Basically, the signal that tells your muscles to grow and repair. It also means sources that are generally easy to digest and incorporate into meals throughout the day. It's not just about hitting a certain daily number, it's about the type of protein and how you distribute it. One of the absolute best sources of high-quality, easily digestible protein, packed with those crucial amino acids like leucine, comes from animal sources. Think about things like lean meats, poultry, fish, eggs, and dairy. These are often called complete proteins because they contain all 9 essential amino acids our bodies can't produce on their own. For older adults, incorporating these into your diet can be incredibly effective for combating muscle loss. Let's talk about one category in particular that's often overlooked but incredibly powerful: dairy proteins. Things like milk, yogurt, and cheese aren't just calcium sources. They are fantastic protein powerhouses. Dairy contains 2 main types of protein: whey and casein. Whey protein is often called a fast protein because it's digested and absorbed relatively quickly, providing a rapid supply of amino acids to your muscles, which is great, say, after some physical activity. Casein, on the other hand, is a slow protein. It's digested more gradually, providing a sustained release of amino acids over several hours. Having both of these working together, as they do in milk or yogurt, provides a nice balance for muscle repair and growth throughout the day. Think about how easy it is to add dairy protein. A glass of milk with a meal, a serving of Greek yogurt, which is particularly high in protein, for a snack or breakfast, or some cottage cheese. These are simple additions that can significantly boost your protein intake with high-quality sources that your body can readily use to fight against sarcopenia. Greek yogurt, for example, can have double the protein of regular yogurt, making it an excellent choice. You can mix in some berries or a sprinkle of nuts for added nutrients and flavor. Cottage cheese can be enjoyed on its own, or added to scrambled eggs or even blended into sauces for extra protein without changing the taste much. Another incredibly valuable protein source that's often very accessible and versatile is eggs. Eggs are often called nature's perfect protein because they contain all the essential amino acids in a highly digestible form. The protein is found in both the white and the yolk, so it's best to eat the whole egg to get the full benefit, unless you have specific dietary restrictions advised by your doctor. One large egg provides about 6 grams of high-quality protein. They are also packed with vitamins and minerals. Eggs are wonderfully easy to incorporate into any meal. Scrambled or boiled for breakfast, sliced on top of a salad for lunch, or added to a stir-fry or soup in the evening. They are relatively inexpensive and quick to prepare, making them a convenient way for seniors to increase their protein intake effectively. Eating eggs regularly can provide your muscles with the building blocks they need to stay strong. So, we've touched on the importance of protein for fighting age-related muscle loss and looked at dairy and eggs as two excellent starting points for high-quality protein sources. These are both complete proteins, easy to find and versatile in meals. But there's more to explore about the very top sources and how to make the most of them. Beyond dairy and eggs, another cornerstone for building and maintaining muscle as we age comes from the category of lean meats, poultry, and fish. These are also powerhouse complete proteins, meaning they contain all those essential amino acids your body needs but can't make itself. Think about a piece of chicken breast, a serving of lean beef, or a piece of salmon. They are incredibly nutrient-dense, providing not just protein but also important vitamins and minerals like iron and B vitamins, which are vital for energy. The protein in these sources is highly bioavailable, which is just a fancy way of saying your body can easily digest and use it. For seniors, incorporating these into your diet regularly can provide a robust supply of the building blocks your muscles are craving to stay strong and resist that age-related decline. Now, I know some people worry about red meat, but lean cuts in moderation can be a valuable part of a healthy diet for seniors. The key is lean and moderation. Chicken and turkey are wonderful options, very versatile and generally lower in fat. And fish, especially fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, offer the double benefit of high-quality protein and omega-3 fatty acids, which are fantastic for heart and brain health, and may even help reduce inflammation, which can indirectly support muscle health. So, when we talk about the top 3 categories of protein sources particularly beneficial for fighting sarcopenia, we're really focusing on these readily available high-quality options. Dairy, like milk, yogurt, cottage cheese, eggs, and lean meats/poultry/fish. These 3 categories offer a powerful combination of complete proteins with excellent amino acid profiles, including that crucial leucine we talked about, which is like the on switch for muscle building. Now, knowing which foods are great sources is one thing, but the next question is often, how much protein do I actually need? This is where it gets interesting because, as we mentioned earlier, older adults generally need more protein per pound of body weight than younger adults to achieve the same muscle-building response. While general guidelines for younger adults might be around 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, or about 0.36 grams per pound, for older adults looking to maintain or build muscle and prevent sarcopenia, recommendations are often higher, ranging from 1.0 to 1.6 grams per kilogram, or roughly 0.45 to 0.73 grams per pound, of body weight. Let's make that practical. If you weigh 150 pounds, that could mean aiming for anywhere from about 68 to 110 grams of protein per day. That might sound like a lot, but when you start incorporating those top sources we discussed throughout the day, it becomes much more manageable. For example, a cup of Greek yogurt can have around 20 grams of protein, a large egg about 6 grams, a 3 to 4 ounce serving of chicken breast around 25 to 30 grams, and a cup of milk about 8 grams. You can see how quickly these numbers add up when you make protein a focus at each meal and snack. And that leads us to another crucial point about making protein work best for you as a senior: distributing your protein intake throughout the day. Instead of eating just one big meal with most of your protein, it's much more effective for muscle protein synthesis. That process of repairing and building muscle, to spread your protein intake across your meals and even snacks. Aiming for a moderate amount of high-quality protein at breakfast, lunch, and dinner provides your muscles with a more continuous supply of amino acids, helping to keep that muscle-building signal active throughout the day. Think of it like fueling your body. You wouldn't fill your car's gas tank once and expect it to run for days without needing another fill-up. Similarly, giving your muscles a steady supply of protein throughout the day is more effective than overwhelming them with a huge amount all at once. For instance, having eggs or yogurt for breakfast, a chicken or fish salad for lunch, a piece of lean meat or fish with dinner, and maybe a snack of cottage cheese or a small glass of milk between meals can help you reach your daily target and keep your muscles supplied. This strategy of distributing protein is particularly important for combating anabolic resistance in older adults. By providing these regular protein boosts, especially with sources rich in leucine, you're giving your muscles more opportunities and stronger signals to repair and grow. It's a much more efficient way to use the protein you consume to directly benefit your muscle mass and strength. So, we've identified the top 3 categories of protein sources: dairy, eggs, and lean meat/poultry/fish, and discussed the importance of getting enough total protein spread throughout your day. These are fundamental steps in using nutrition to actively fight against sarcopenia. But simply eating the protein is only one part of the equation. To truly maximize the benefits for your muscles and overall strength, there's another critical element that works hand in hand with protein. Okay, picking up right where we left off. So, we've identified the top 3 categories of protein sources: dairy, eggs, and lean meat/poultry/fish, and discussed the importance of getting enough total protein spread throughout your day. These are fundamental steps in using nutrition to actively fight against sarcopenia. But simply eating the protein is only one part of the equation. To truly maximize the benefits for your muscles and overall strength, there's another critical element that works hand in hand with protein. And that element, which is absolutely non-negotiable if you want to truly stop sarcopenia in its tracks and build stronger muscles, is movement, specifically resistance exercise. Think of protein as the building material, the bricks and mortar. Exercise, particularly resistance training, is the construction crew that takes those materials and actually builds the wall, or in this case, the muscle tissue. Without the signal from exercise telling your muscles they need to adapt and get stronger, even the best protein intake won't be used as effectively for muscle growth. For seniors, this connection between protein and resistance exercise is even more pronounced because of that anabolic resistance we mentioned. Exercise helps improve your muscle sensitivity to protein. It creates tiny microtears in the muscle fibers, which signals the body to repair and rebuild them stronger. And this repair process is fueled by the protein you eat. It's a beautiful synergy. Exercise provides the stimulus and protein provides the necessary resources. Now, when I say resistance exercise, I'm not talking about needing to go lift heavy weights at a gym if that's not your comfort level. Resistance training simply means doing activities that challenge your muscles against some form of resistance. This could be using your own body weight, resistance bands, light dumbbells, even soup cans or water bottles work. Or weight machines if you have access and know how to use them safely. Simple bodyweight exercises done at home can be incredibly effective. Things like sitting and standing from a sturdy chair, chair squats, doing push-ups against a wall, lifting your heels to stand on your toes, calf raises for balance and leg strength, or lifting light weights for bicep curls or shoulder presses. Resistance bands are also fantastic because they are portable, inexpensive, and offer varying levels of resistance that you can easily adjust. The key is consistency and gradually increasing the challenge as you get stronger. Start with a manageable number of repetitions, say 8 to 12, for 1 to 2 sets for each exercise, focusing on proper form to avoid injury. As that becomes easier, you can slowly increase the number of repetitions, add another set, or find a way to increase the resistance slightly. Even just 2 or 3 sessions of resistance exercise per week can make a significant difference over time when combined with adequate protein intake. Beyond resistance training, incorporating other types of physical activity is also important for overall health and well-being. Activities like walking, swimming, or cycling improve cardiovascular health, endurance, and mood. Balance exercises like standing on one leg, holding onto something for support, are crucial for preventing falls, which become a greater concern as we age and muscle strength declines. A well-rounded approach that includes resistance, cardio, and balance exercises is ideal. But let's circle back to how exercise specifically interacts with protein. We talked about distributing protein throughout the day, and this becomes even more strategic when you incorporate exercise. While the total amount of protein you get throughout the day is most important, consuming some high-quality protein within a couple of hours after your resistance exercise session can be particularly beneficial. This timing helps provide your muscles with the amino acids they need right when they are most primed for repair and growth. It doesn't have to be complicated. After your exercise session, you could have a snack like a small container of Greek yogurt, a glass of milk, a hard-boiled egg, or a small piece of leftover chicken. If you find it difficult to get enough protein from food alone, a protein shake made with whey or casein protein powder can be a convenient option, especially post-workout. The goal is to provide those building blocks when your muscles are most receptive to using them for recovery and strengthening. So, we've talked about the vital role of exercise, particularly resistance training, in activating your muscles to use that protein effectively. And we've touched on practical ways to spread those top protein sources throughout your meals and snacks and even time some around exercise. But maintaining strong, healthy muscles and a vibrant body isn't just about protein and exercise alone. There are other foundational elements that support your body's ability to function optimally, absorb nutrients, and keep everything running smoothly. One of the most fundamental and often overlooked is simply staying properly hydrated. Water is essential for countless bodily functions, including transporting nutrients to your muscles, aiding in digestion, which is crucial for absorbing that protein, and helping with muscle function and preventing cramps. Mild dehydration can lead to fatigue, dizziness, and reduced physical performance, making it harder to exercise and just generally feel your best. As we age, our sense of thirst can sometimes diminish, making it even more important to be mindful of drinking enough fluids throughout the day, not just when you feel thirsty. Aim for plain water as your primary beverage. Herbal teas, milk, and even some fruits and vegetables contribute to your fluid intake. Try to limit sugary drinks as they provide empty calories and can lead to energy crashes. Keeping a water bottle handy and sipping from it regularly is a simple way to ensure you're staying adequately hydrated. Pay attention to the color of your urine. If it's pale yellow, you're likely well hydrated. If it's dark, you probably need to drink more. This simple habit supports everything else you're doing for your health, including making sure your body can properly process and use the protein you're consuming. Another key element for overall health and supporting muscle function is fiber. While fiber doesn't directly build muscle, it plays a crucial role in digestive health, helping your body absorb nutrients effectively and preventing issues like constipation, which can be particularly bothersome as we get older. Fiber also helps regulate blood sugar levels and can contribute to feeling fuller longer, which can help with managing overall calorie intake if that's a goal. You get fiber from plant-based foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, beans, lentils, nuts, and seeds. Many of the foods that are also good sources of protein, like beans and lentils, plant-based protein sources we haven't focused on as heavily as the top 3 animal sources, but still valuable additions. Nuts and seeds also provide a good amount of fiber. Pairing your protein sources with plenty of colorful vegetables, fruits, and whole grains ensures you're getting a wide range of nutrients and the fiber your digestive system needs to work efficiently. For instance, having that chicken breast with a large serving of broccoli and a side of quinoa, or adding berries and flax seeds to your Greek yogurt, boosts both protein and fiber intake. So, we're building a picture here. Focusing on those top 3 high-quality protein sources, ensuring you get enough throughout the day, combining this with regular resistance exercise, staying well hydrated, and including plenty of fiber-rich foods. These elements work together synergistically to create an environment in your body that is much more conducive to maintaining and even building muscle mass and strength as you age. It's not about one magic bullet, but about integrating these key habits into your daily life. And when you do, the results can be incredibly empowering, helping you feel stronger, more energetic, and more independent. Next, we'll delve a little deeper into how to make these dietary changes stick and address some common questions or challenges you might encounter along the way. Okay, picking up right where we left off. So, we've built this picture of how focusing on those top quality protein sources, getting enough throughout the day, combining this with regular resistance exercise, staying well hydrated, and including plenty of fiber-rich foods all work together. These elements create a much more supportive environment in your body for maintaining and building muscle as you age. It's not about one magic bullet, but about integrating these key habits into your daily life for powerful results, feeling stronger, more energetic, and independent. But you might be sitting there thinking, okay, I understand what I should eat and why exercise is important, but how do I actually make these changes stick? What about challenges like not having much appetite or finding the time or feeling overwhelmed? That's completely normal, and it's something many people face. Making changes to long-standing habits takes time and effort, and it's okay if you don't get it perfect right away. The most important thing is to start and to be consistent even with small steps. Let's talk about making it practical. First, don't try to overhaul everything at once. Trying to change your entire diet and start a rigorous exercise program all on the same day is a recipe for feeling overwhelmed and giving up. Instead, pick 1 or 2 things to focus on first. Maybe you decide to make sure you include a protein source at every meal, starting tomorrow. Once that feels like a natural part of your routine, then you might focus on adding a protein-rich snack between meals. Or perhaps you start with just 2 days of simple chair exercises a week, and gradually add more as you feel stronger. Small, consistent wins build confidence and make the overall goal feel achievable. If appetite is a challenge, especially for getting enough protein, think about protein-dense options that don't require eating a large volume of food. Things like Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, eggs, or a small piece of cheese can provide a good amount of protein in a smaller portion. Smoothies made with milk, yogurt, or protein powder, plus some fruit and maybe spinach, you won't taste it, can also be a good way to get nutrients and protein if you don't feel like eating a full meal. Sometimes eating smaller, more frequent meals and snacks throughout the day works better than trying to eat 3 large ones. Finding protein sources you genuinely enjoy is also key. If you don't like plain chicken breast, maybe you prefer fish or turkey or eggs or dairy. Experiment with different recipes and ways of preparing these foods. Adding herbs, spices, or healthy sauces can make them more appealing. Remember, the goal is sustainable change, and that's much easier if you actually look forward to what you're eating. For exercise, the biggest hurdle is often just starting. Find an activity you don't dread. If going to a gym feels intimidating, remember you can do incredibly effective resistance exercises right at home with just your body weight or inexpensive resistance bands. There are countless free videos online demonstrating safe and effective exercises for seniors. If walking is your preference, great. Just try to add some resistance work a couple of times a week alongside it. Maybe see if a friend wants to walk with you, or join a local senior fitness class for social support and motivation. Consistency, even if it's just 15 to 20 minutes a few times a week, is far more important than sporadic, intense sessions. And don't underestimate the power of planning, even just a little bit. Thinking ahead about what you'll eat for dinner or when you'll fit in that short exercise session can make a big difference in actually making it happen. Simple things like hard-boiling a batch of eggs at the start of the week for easy snacks, or chopping vegetables ahead of time to make meal prep quicker, can remove barriers. It's also important to listen to your body and be patient with yourself. Progress might feel slow at times, and there might be days when you don't meet all your goals. That's okay. Don't let a missed day derail your efforts. Just get back on track with your next meal or your next opportunity to move. Celebrate the small victories, feeling a little stronger, having more energy to do something you enjoy, noticing that your clothes fit a bit differently. These are signs that your efforts are paying off. Remember that sarcopenia is a gradual process, and so is reversing its effects or slowing it down significantly. It took time for your muscles to decline, and it will take time to rebuild them. But the amazing thing about muscle tissue is that it is adaptable. Even at older ages, your muscles retain the ability to respond to the right stimulus, adequate protein and resistance exercise, and get stronger. It's truly never too late to start making a positive impact on your muscle health and overall vitality. Think about what gaining or maintaining strength means for your daily life. It means having the strength to carry groceries, to walk upstairs without feeling completely winded, to get up from a low chair easily, to play with grandchildren, to pursue hobbies you enjoy without fatigue holding you back. These are the things that contribute to independence and a high quality of life as you age. Focusing on muscle health isn't just about numbers on a scale or how much weight you can lift. It's about preserving your ability to live life fully and on your own terms. So, bringing all these pieces together, consciously including those top-quality protein sources like dairy, eggs, and lean meat/poultry/fish in your meals and snacks throughout the day, consistently engaging in resistance exercises that challenge your muscles, remembering to stay well hydrated, and fueling your body with fiber-rich foods, creates a powerful foundation. This foundation supports not just muscle health, but your overall energy levels, metabolism, balance, and bone strength. It's an integrated approach to aging well. It might seem like a lot to consider, but remember to start small, focus on consistency, and be kind to yourself along the way. Every little bit helps, and the cumulative effect of these habits over time is truly significant. You have the power to make a real difference in how you feel and how capable you are as you move through this stage of life. We hope this video has given you some clear, actionable steps you can take right away to start fighting sarcopenia and building stronger, more resilient muscles. It's about empowering yourself with the right information and taking consistent action. We'd love to hear from you. What's one small change you're going to make this week based on what you've learned? Share your thoughts or questions in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It helps us know we're providing valuable content. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos packed with practical health insights for seniors just like you. Thank you for watching and investing in your health. Here's to living your best life, feeling strong, energetic, and independent at any age. You've got this.